I'm joined here today by Ayabonga Sonjica. Welcome back to SA Boxing Talk, and obviously getting back in the ring again. How are you feeling ahead of June 16?
Hayden, good, my bro. I won't lie. I'm happy because it's been 11 months layoff. So, yeah, I'm happy to be back in the ring.
Back at Rumble Africa again, they're putting on a show. Obviously, the undercard of the IBF World Title, Sivenati Nonjinga. Another strong bull from Rumble Africa Promotions. What's your take on the bull?
Rumble always put like good bills, so it's not a surprise they're putting this one as well. So it's a nice one that I'm part of it as well.
And for you to get back on track with your career again, and the unfortunate hurdle that came in, I think you knew this was going to come up against Bongani. A surprising loss for many of your supporters in your career. What's your take on that previous result?
It's part of a game. So you make a silly mistake, and then you pay for it. So at that night, I made a silly mistake, and then I paid for it. So it's part of a game. I've moved on, then you see how everything unfolds right now. That's why.
What's the focus been on this camp? Has there been any particular improvements that you've been looking to make?
A lot of improvement. I've heard so many of my fans were complaining that I wasn't moving my head that much, but yeah, I've tried to move my head, and mostly, that's all.
Okay, so you've taken that obviously on board, and you've been working with trainer Sean Smith on another fight, international fight this time. Who's the guy you're coming up against in this bout?
Forgot his name, but Sean did his job. He's my manager, he's my coach, so yeah, I'm not even worried about anything. Just that it's time to go to the ring again and do what we usually do.
So it's all business for you, getting back on a win. How would you like to look in this fight? Are you looking to look sensational in this fight? Are you looking just to get back, get your confidence?
For me, it's just get a fight and move on with it. Then whatever comes in the way during the fight, I will take it. But just a fight, as like any other fight, just to come back.
All right, and I spoke to you off camera as well about a bout that was turned down as well. Sanele Maduna originally was slated to be your opponent. However, he's turned down the bout against you. Does that come as a surprise to you?
No. Sanele has been doing this since I turned pro, so I'm not even surprised that he pulled out of the bill. So he's been doing it since we turned pro.
And I mean, the fact that fight could have happened, I mean, it is something that we had been discussing from the beginning of yours and his professional careers. You took a big upturn in your career, so the fight didn't make sense. The fight would make sense now. I mean, even if it happened in the next fight, are you still wanting to entertain it, or are you over it?
I'm not here to entertain anything. So after this fight, we're moving forward. There's no turning back or holding anything, because he's been doing this for 5 years. So, yeah, that's it. Okay. I think now he also found his way. He's gonna move his way. Yeah.
For you, is it important to at least get a rematch, another crack at that SA title, or are you looking elsewhere?
No. I want to go and fight for that SA title again. Yeah, I want to fight it, and then also Mahlangu knows it. I also want him.
Okay, what would your message be to him? Because obviously he's also gone on a winning streak since he's also got that result as well.
No, I've got no message for anyone, but he knows it. But I'm after that SA title again.
And for the current opponent now, I mean, is there a particular game plan that you've worked on?
There's a lot. I think going to this fight, we've got almost like plenty game plans, so we can just adjust to the fight as time goes on during the rounds. Yeah.
How busy have you been in the gym since your last result? Obviously, you might have had to take some time off.
I took 3 weeks off, and then I came back to the gym. So it was one of those things that it happened as a shock. I've learned, yeah.
It's one of the things in a boxer's career. Everyone has to lose eventually. But I mean, how did you deal with it originally? Were you upset?
No, I wasn't at all. Remember, I came with a good amateur pedigree. So I've lost some fights where I've said, I've won this one. But then it goes other way. So it was one of those things. But I never lost with a knockout, so I've learned a lot.
And we've also realized that boxing is a very dangerous sport. We've seen recently, over the weekend, Leduma Lamati obviously sustained injuries in that fight. Any words on that?
Honestly, I'm truly hurt because we grew up together, me and Leduma, Tools, Pila, and everyone. Yeah, when that thing happened, like, I don't know, it's just like fucked up my mind. So, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it's really difficult. Obviously, a lot of the stakes were high, WBC silver as well. So, I mean, boxing, to the fans out there that do speak a lot, I mean, also a word for boxers. I mean, boxers put their lives at risk every single time they step in the ring.
Yeah, some boxing fans, they don't understand it, but it is what it is. Any critic that comes from anyone, so you get to see your way out of it and then learn whatever they are criticizing you about. But at times they must understand that we are also human beings. We put our lives online. Like for right now, it's more, I don't know.
So it's something that just sometimes occur in the ring, and obviously protect yourselves at all times is another thing. So getting in that ring and obviously having suffered in the past for yourself, also risky situations.
Yeah, it's risky, but it's part of the game. We learn as we grow. So it's boxing. You can change it. There's things that has been happening for a long time. So now I think it's high time we also learn that you're not inside that ring to entertain anyone, but to get yourself safe more than anything.
And obviously, you get to do that on the 16th of June. Put yourself back out there. Put your name back there with a big win. Ayabonga, do you have a message for your opponents before you step in the ring with him?
No, I don't at all. Like you usually ask me this question, I don't have a message for anyone. We're gonna meet inside that ring. That's all.
Okay, so it's simple. Meet inside the ring. You guys are going to answer your debate there and settle it as men. Anything lastly you want to say? Thank you or shout out to anybody?
I would like to say thank you to Rumble Africa for calling me again. And yes, it's been a long 11 months. Yeah, and my coach and manager Sean. Yeah, he's been telling me, no, relax, take your time, everything will come. Just that now you need to be more consistent in coming to the gym and all the stuff, which is I was doing. So I can't wait to get back in that ring again. And I want to do.
All the best on fight night.
Thank you, Hayden.